Welcome back. Today's destination recreation is something you've probably never heard of. It's called flyboarding. Kat Viglienzoni gave this high-flying sport a shot. Of course she did. And joins us this morning to tell us how it went. So, how did it go? Well, you're still okay.
I am, Juliana. I'll let you watch the video of my lesson and decide how it went for yourself. It is a sport that's really hard to describe, and you do have to see it to believe it. What John McLaughlin is doing above the waters of Bootlegger's Basin in Smuggler's Notch seems impossible. The Massachusetts man is rising and hovering above the water. That is, until the splashdown. This is flyboarding, and it's most likely the first time any of these visitors have tried it. So what was that like?
Oh, that was great.
What did it feel like out there?
A little scary at first, I think, but I don't know. It's like you're floating. It's awesome.
Falling is inevitable, and Flyboard of Vermont owner Bruce Morrissey explains to me how to avoid a painful belly flop.
If you feel like you're going to fall, just roll your shoulder towards the water and you'll be perfectly fine. If you want to put your hands up, that's okay too.
Smuggler's Notch is the only resort in New England with flyboarding. The sport is just a few years old. It's a little bit like Ironman.
It is just like Ironman, and that's where, I saw this and I said, I have to become involved, and it's just, you're flying through the air. It's amazing. Perfect.
At the dock, they strap me into the flyboard boots.
Here we go. Let's do it.
And then it's time to taxi out into the water for my lesson. Co-owner Philip Snyder tells me getting out of the water starts with keeping my knees straight.
Okay, go ahead and bring that board directly underneath you. Give me thumbs up when you're ready.
Water pressure builds up underneath my feet, forcing me up.
Good job, that's the idea.
Keeping my legs locked is harder than I thought it would be.
I want you to think about just a little bit more pressure on the balls of your feet, okay? Just to flatten it out, okay?
My flyboard is powered by Snyder's personal watercraft, attached by a long hose that's tethered to the front. I have the potential to go 45 feet in the air, if I can ever make it out of the water, which takes more than a little practice and a lot of concentration.
There you go, that's it, that's it. Lean forward.
As Philip explains,
yeah,
it's all in the toes.
Good job, Kat. Notice how you kind of tipping to one side just a little bit? Okay, so I want you to think about your hips staying forward. With your hips forward, a little more pressure on the balls of your feet, you're getting it. That's good.
While practice didn't make perfect by any stretch for me, I eventually managed to hover.
Yeah, nice.
And we even had a bit of time left for turns.
You want to imagine that whatever direction you want to turn, you're going to pick up the opposite leg. That's it. Yeah, Kat! Keep leaning forward. There you go, there you go. Yeah, like that, like that, like that. Yes. Lean forward, lean forward. Yeah, that's it. Lean forward more. There it is, there it is. Good. There it is, there it is. Look up. Yeah! She's turning, yeah!
By the time my half hour in the water was up, my legs were tired.
All right!
And then it was time for my instructor to show us how the pros flyboard. Snyder says he's training to compete in flyboarding, and that means his fancy flips, serious spins, and daring dives need to be top-notch. To all of us watching, he looks like a superhero, flying high in a sport like no other in Vermont. kind of want to give him a standing ovation myself.
Wow.
We should have had a camera on us, and I don't know, maybe you at home too, because the whole time I was watching, it was like, whoa, 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 girl, look at you.
Look at me, look at him.
Well, you got it pretty good, though. That was your first time. I mean, it looked like you really, by the end, you were getting the feel of it.
It took a little bit of practice, but you get the hang of it after a little while, so it's pretty neat.
What a neat thing to try. It's like totally James Bondy or like, you know, anything like that. Just seeing it is super cool.
Did it take like a lot of leg strength or anything like that?
It takes like a lot. It takes a lot of focus. You probably saw my face like screwed up in concentration during that piece a lot, but it takes focus. You have to remember to like lock your knees, and then he actually said for anyone who's like really lightweight, you're kind of a little out of luck because you're trying to fight that water pressure a little bit. You know, so you know, an adult has a little bit of a shot than a kid at it. But it's good for, you know, anyone who's, I guess, over probably, 115 pounds or so.
So if I'm having a hankering to do this, how much does it cost?
Well, normally it costs about $200. They're doing specials now because it's pretty new, to about $130. We have more information on our website if you want to check it out.
And that's for 30 minutes.
About 45 minutes when you add in all the prep time for the lesson. Really, you don't want more than 30 minutes in the water because your legs do get a bit tired after a while, kind of wrangling with that rope and the, the
cool.
flyboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.